Good evening. Oh, I know you love it when I have a moan. Can we just talk about the state of things? The other day I made a video about the state of the UK, talking about the economy. In the last few days, I've driven 650 odd miles around the country. Drove up to just north of Mansfield on Wednesday to go and collect an interior for this car. So if I make it a bit quieter, I've got a roof tent on the roof. That's another story. Drove up to Mansfield to go put an interior in this car, and that was fine. There wasn't too much traffic, but on the way back, virtually every road was, and I'm talking motorway, was a 50-mile-an-hour speed limit. Why? There's no work going on. Why are all the motorways down to 50 mile an hour? To be fair, there weren't any diversions, because we all know that's a thing. All the roads are diverted on an evening, and you truckers, you all know it. So why are we slowing all the motorways down to 50 mile an hour? I know, and you know, because you watch my channel. It's all to get us out of our cars and stop us from using them. And today, while I was on a road trip to go down to see Richard from Challenge the Road, go and have a look at his Lamborghini Diablo that he's bought, because, you know, he's always wanted one, childhood dream car. He's got one, and we just went to have a look at it, basically, and admire it and make a video. We've done a video on the iconic auction results, talking about some classic car auction results. So we did a couple of fun things together, but I think that's going to be the last time that I'm going to drive down there in one day, because it takes forever to get there, because it's all the way down. I've got to go M5, M42, M40, M25, and then into Tonbridge. The Tonbridge bit is nice. The M25 bit is just grim. It should be a 3-hour drive, but it took me almost 4 this morning. And then on the way back, having had a great time with Richard, it's taken me 5 hours, and the M25 has just been an unbelievable joke. And I just find that, yes, I know, by the way, that France have just cancelled all of their clean air zones. I will make a video about that. I feel like, you know, we're not far from the ULEZ zones. You see signs for ULEZ on the way there. If we want to really realistically talk about clean air, we need to have a genuine conversation about the flow of traffic, because no one's car, particularly old cars, they don't like idling. Like, I don't mind going slowly on a motorway if we're actually moving, but the constant stop-start puts so much strain, not only on the car, but on people. And then you get accidents. So you got all of this crawling traffic, you know, in 20-degree heat. Cars are getting hot. There's broken down cars all over the place today. Punctures all over the place, because nobody gets a spare with their car anymore. So that slows everybody down, because they're then rubbernecking at, oh, why is he broken down and whatnot. And then you get all the idiots crashing into each other. I drove past a quite fantastic crash, which I think you'll see if I edit the video. There's a van completely the wrong way on the motorway with its arse end caved in, just because people are so frustrated that it's been stop-start for so long. When the motorway opens up again, they all drive into each other. That's the UK for you. And I haven't even moaned about the potholes, or the fact that I went to a petrol station where there weren't enough toilets to then go and buy some food from... What's the best way to say this, right? I went to Beaconsfield Services, and I might as well have been in Bangladesh. I ordered a coffee, and there were 4 staff there, and then I went and bought petrol, and there were 4 staff there, and I bought a sandwich, and there were 4 staff there. And I don't know how I could say this without sounding like a racist, but none of them look like me. How can you say, is there a way to say that without sounding like a racist? I could have been in Bangladesh. I didn't recognise my surroundings when I was at Beaconsfield Services. I mean, I know, you know, multiculturalism's worked and all that, but the staff at the petrol station as well, so unbelievably rude. There's again, struggling to put into words in a politically correct way, but sometimes you go to certain petrol stations and the demographic of the people serving you don't have any idea about, like, basic, you know, manners. Maybe I'm a bit old-fashioned. Maybe I like a good morning, you know, have a good day, here's your receipt, would you like a receipt, and maybe thank you at the end, even acknowledging you, you know, looking up from your phone while you're serving someone, and maybe not engaging with your colleagues whilst you've got a customer. Just simple things. But I didn't make this video to have a rant about the state of the nation's right. I did, actually, I did. Anyway, what's coming up on the channel? Well, probably not a lot for the next couple of days, because I've got a whole heap of editing to do, and I'm not going to rush it. We're going away for this weekend, and I think I'm going to take some time out from doing YouTube stuff for the weekend. So all the stuff that I've filmed, I probably won't get around to editing that until next week. I think I'm going to turn my phone off for the weekend. I hope you don't mind. It's been a busy few days and weeks. There's a lot of content that is filmed but not edited. So, you know, I've installed a whole interior in this car, which is leaking oil at like an alarming rate. I've literally got Greta Thunberg chasing me down for the amount of oil that my Volvo is actually leaking at the moment. But all I need this Volvo to do is make it through the weekend, and then it can go back to Luke, and Luke can fix all of the oil leaks next week. And then maybe I'll do an update, and I'll do all the videos that I've been promising you, like how much is my entire fleet of cars worth, based on We Buy Any Car. I haven't got as many as you think. And maybe I'll show you my new motorbike that I definitely haven't bought. No motorbikes will be on the Jeff Buys Cars channel, and of course the motorhome, which you know will be finished in 3 weeks. And eagle-eyed viewers can probably, you can't quite see it, I've got the cushions in the back for the motorhome, which Stu has just finished. And also just been able to see Stu, he's bought a new car as well that is so cool I'm not allowed to show you yet. So there's that. But it's got fish from like 1984, and it's got 1,500 miles on it only, and it's got an amazing story. So I'm hoping Stuart will let me put that on the channel in due course. Another thing that I know that you're wondering is, how much fuel economy does a roof tent steal? The answer is one fuel economies. Going to Mansfield without the roof tent, I've got 32 miles to the gallon, and driving all day with the roof tent, I've got 31 miles to the gallon. So if you would like to see a video of my road trip, which is mostly me moaning about things, and some scenery, then I'll edit that next week. The other video that I still to edit is the Malvern Hills. Paul, the councillor, and I did a great video the other day where he showed me all of the abandoned empty buildings in Malvern, all within about a mile of each other, and I was astonished. Millions and millions of pounds worth of property in Malvern sat empty doing nothing. So I've got that to edit as well. As I said, motorhome will be back on that next week. Phil has been building the kitchen. Oh Jeff, we didn't know you were having a kitchen in it. Yeah, we're having a kitchen in it, which is not having a toilet, because you should never poo in a motorhome. Yeah, this weekend we're in a tent, and there's absolutely no pooing in the tent. So lots of content to catch up on next week. Some of you by this point will have watched the Macmaster and will know that there's another challenge going down. We're going to do a John O'Groats to Land's End rematch. He is asking his audience what car he should drive. Personally, I think he needs to use his own Taycan. Now that he's learned how to use it, I don't think it's a fair rematch if we change the rules of the game too much. Like he's talking about renting maybe a BYD or a long-range Tesla. I don't think that would be fair. I think if we're rematching on John O'Groats to Land's End, he needs to be in that Taycan. The rules of the game are going to be slightly different. We're doing it one hit. Early start, all the way through the day, first one to Land's End. No, none of this messing around having a break. What car do you want to see me doing it? My preference is, I've got a V70, same shape as this one. I've got a V70 diesel automatic that looks like quite a nice car. I bought it a little while ago. I haven't got it yet. It's with Paul up in Stockport. That looks like a nice car. Now my preference for that would be get it back here, change it over with some bits from my other cross country, and make the V70 diesel cross country that Volvo never made, and then use that, because that should do 50 odd miles to the gallon. It's also more than 10 years older than the BMW that I used last time I did the John O'Groats challenge. So can I beat Lee, who's now got more knowledge on how to charge his car, by using an older car with an automatic gearbox? And it would be an estate car. Maybe I could also do something funny, like I could chuck a 15-foot canoe on the roof, but it would be a bit silly to drive a 15-foot canoe all the way up to John O'Groats and then all the way down to Land's End just for the fun of it. So let me know what you think in the comments for that challenge. Let me know what you think about the fact that France have just voted against all of their clean air zones. I don't know what we're going to do about the fact that clean air does blow across the channel and we aren't able to stop humans from coming across the channel. So how on earth are we going to be able to stop France's dirty air from coming across the channel and blowing into London? Excellent YouTube videos that I've listened to today that you should listen to. The Lotus Eaters have done 2 brilliant uploads in the last couple of 3 days. You need to watch the one about IPA, pale ales, and why pale ales are popular and how it is connected to serotonin uptake re-inhibitors, antidepressants. Fascinating video. And I think today the Lotus Eaters have put out a video called the UK just legalised car theft, something like that. Go and watch those videos because they're very, very good. And then, as I say, next week I'll have some fresh content for you. There's all the stuff that I filmed this week that I haven't yet edited. So I hope you're well. I hope if you're driving anywhere this weekend, you've got lots of patience. Maybe you've got some drugs to calm you down, put you to sleep, send you to sleep, or keep you awake, whichever tickles your fancy. Don't drive in the middle of the day because all the roads are terrible. There's people on them, the road quality is awful, and everybody's either sat behind each other or driving into each other. And don't drive at night because you've got 50-mile-an-hour speed limits and diversions and closed motorways. Hey, look, there's another tent box bell end. Oh, I have to wait. Yeah, I got away from another tent box bell end. That's funny. I didn't realise that tent box bell ends actually wave at each other. And now I know. If you've got a tent box, you're an idiot because they're a waste of money. We've rented this for the weekend because we're doing a one-nighter. Been on the other channel, Adventures with Jeff. Can't remember the username for it, can't log in, haven't uploaded any content. If you want to see my review of a tent box, I think they're totally pointless. Apart from the exact thing that we're using it for this weekend, which I'm not going to tell you because I'm not filming it because I'm switching my phone off. For this weekend only, I am a tent box bell end. And on that bombshell, I'm going to sign off for the weekend. Have a great weekend. Let me know in the comments all the videos that I should have made this week when I was busy running around the country doing stuff that I shouldn't have been, like buying motorbikes. If you want to see Jeff buys cars, buy a motorbike, then post that in the comments and I'll film that video next week as well. That's it. I'm signing off for the weekend. Have a good one. See you next week. Oh, it's my birthday in the meantime as well, so I expect lots of presents. Seriously.